Hello and welcome back to another episode of the CW.
Yep.
They're cousins and their wives. Don't you know they're the cousin wives? With all our money and I need to. Who knows what the hell they're gonna do? Don't wanna listen, well, it's true and bad. One of them laughs while the other gets mad. Check your man and check if it's butter. Cause this show ain't no like no other. It's cousin wives.
I'm our money and I'm here
And
with
I'm
my cousin.
Nani. I'm Nani. Capitan Nani? I don't know. Call me whatever you want.
Call me.
So how was your week?
It was pretty shitty at the beginning and then it got better. So I'm
that's
happy about
sad.
that. Yeah. I think I mentioned
Well-
before that it was just more stressful at work, so thankfully it's calmed down a lot, so
Okay.
how about you?
That sucks. Work has been okay. It's been chill. I just have a lot of stuff to upload, but it's been okay. It calmed down a little bit, but I know it's gonna pick up soon. I work with a bunch of morons.
Same.
I've been I prank called one of my coworkers, so that was fun. But we'll get to that later. Anyway, it was a good week. A lot of laughs. We're revamping the front office to make it look more friendly for
Yeah.
our parents and the kids, so that's fun. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, not to get too sidetracked, I do have a really small story that kind of happened this week.
Yes.
So one of my coworkers, and just a little bit of context, I work with a lot of college students, so of course they're a lot younger than me and they're not as mature, or most of them aren't as mature. But one of them got fired. Straight up just got
What?
fired.
But why? I want to know why.
So I guess either last week or a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
how do I do this without giving out too much info? He essentially shared a very inappropriate video of two people making out, but it wasn't just making out. They were making out to the point where the
Ooh.
guy had his hand in the girl's pants, and it
Dang,
was
that
really
sounds
bad.
like my Saturday night.
No, please don't. But
Continue.
but the idiot sent it to his coworkers, because they're all friends and buddies outside of
Oh my
work, and
Mhm.
and they all live in the same building, and the idiot sent it to his coworkers. I was just like, what? And one of them reported him,
No.
and literally a few days later he got fired, and I'm just like, it's so amazing to me, because a lot of them were I don't understand why he got fired. It was just a video, and I saw the video too. It was really bad.
What
I'm
do
just
you mean it's
no,
just
you.
a video?
I'm you essentially sent low grade pornography to your coworkers. You send it to your friends that you don't work with, not with your coworker. Anyways.
Damn.
Yeah.
I hope they learn their lesson.
I hope so. I'm just well, now you're not supposed to be sending dumb shit to your coworkers. So don't send dumb shit to people that you work with. It's crazy that I had to tell them that. I'm
I can't.
it's common sense.
Apparently not, girl. A lot of people lack common sense.
Yeah, no,
actually.
you'll be surprised. You'll be very surprised that people don't have no logic. Anyways, that's my side story.
That was great. That was great. Love
Thank
it.
you. I love it too.
I love it. Okay, good night. That's it. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, today we're gonna talk about college, specifically our college experience, and why going to college in America is a scam.
It really is.
It really is, looking back.
Mhm.
And yeah, do you want to start off first, or
No, you can go first.
no? Okay.
You go first. Ladies first.
Yeah, so I guess I could just talk about my overall general experience and what I had to go through, and I also want to start off by saying that the average federal student loan debt in the US in 2022 or I guess currently, is $37,574.
That's chump change, girl.
Girl, as in compared to a couple years ago, where it was 26,190. That's almost 10 grand more. And this was back in like 2017, 2018. That was how many years ago? I can't do math right now.
That
22, 21.
I'm done. I'm done. Like 5?
5 years? Like 10, like it went up 10 grand and 5. For what? Did the quality of education get better? No.
No. Mm-mm. I can tell you right now.
No, absolutely. Anyways.
Are they handing out like degrees to morons? Oh, I work with a couple.
Girl.
Anyway.
Who are you telling? But yeah, I just wanted to say that as a little bit of a background, specifically for the US, in case we get like some non-American listening and they're thinking of coming up here abroad. My honest to God advice, don't do it. No.
Absolutely. If you got money to spare, go for it, good experience.
No, go somewhere else.
No.
So yeah, I graduated high school in 2011, which was a really long time ago. And right after
You're
high
old.
school, I'm extremely old. Oh my God. I graduated that year, and right after. So we graduate in May, June, and then the following fall or the following August and September, we go to school, or we start up school again. And so originally, I don't know if you know this or if I ever told you this, but I actually went to the initial school that I first went to was a very Christian private school here in the county that I live in. I'm not sure why I went there. Honestly, I think it's like when I was younger, I was more religious, but I'm not sure if it was because I wanted to be or because I was forced to. My parents, specifically my mom, is a very religious woman. And so throughout high school and throughout middle school, we had like these private tutors to help us with it was like Bible study kind of. And so they would come over every other week and just teach us about the Bible. And then every weekend we would go to church. And yeah, that was like a daily in high school. Looking back now, I hated it.
That sounds horrible.
I mean, at the time I was kind of like okay with it because I was like a teenager. I wasn't gonna say no. I mean, I couldn't say no because my mom was like, what do you mean no? You're gonna do it. But yeah, initially I went to a private school. It was actually outside of my religion because I grew up Catholic, and the private school that I went to was actually an off branch of Mormonism. I know, it's getting crazy. And I went there because at the time when I had ambition and I had goals, I wanted to be a pharmacist. And so my initially when I remember. Yeah. Initially when I went to school, my major was chemistry because I'm like, I want to become a pharmacist. And that specific school was like sister school to a medical school that I really wanted to go to. And so it was like almost a guaranteed.
That's right.
When I was told, it was like almost a guaranteed that I would have gotten into that medical school once I did my undergrad.
I remember.
Yeah. So I went there. I went there for a semester, dropped out because looking back, it was actually because my parents were actually very poor. I mean, not like very poor, but they couldn't afford the tuition. So
right, it's expensive.
Yeah, so past all the all the financial aid that I got, it wasn't too bad. It was like $900 for like every semester or quarter that I did. But my parents were like so broke and so financially unstable at the time that it was literally like, well, we're either gonna pay for your tuition or we're gonna pay for the mortgage. And they're like, I'm sorry, but we're gonna pay the mortgage. And at the time I didn't get it. I was kind of like, well, this is, my future. And I really wanted to stay in college because throughout high school, that's, what you're told, that you need to go to a college, you need to go to university. And so the fact that like I couldn't, like, yeah, it was just a really bad time. And so, yeah, I couldn't afford it. In hindsight, I'm really glad they didn't pay for it, because who knows where I would be right now. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I'm really glad I dropped out. And so after that, oh, and let me tell you, like, the average cost to go to that school was like 30 grand a year. So that's a lot of money compared to like the university I went to, later, because I graduated from I graduated from, so that was like half of like a quarter of the price of what that private school was. And so it was crazy. I don't know, I was on crack or something, thinking that was okay when I was young. But yeah, I dropped out. I took about a year and a half off, just because I spiraled into kind of like a depression, just because, I felt like my dreams or my goals at the time were like unreachable or impossible. So I went into like a really dark phase, and I just stayed home for a really long time, and I didn't like go outside, which like affected other parts of my other aspects of my life. But eventually I noticed that a lot of my friends were going to community college, and Josh was one of them too. I think he went to community college before I did, and a lot of my other friends were going, like Randall and other friends. I can't think of other friends, but they were also there. Sorry.
Dang.
It's like, okay, Randall, David, Stephanie, Nick, DJ, all of them. I love them so much.
Damage has been done. Y'all better check your friends.
Sorry. But yeah, and so I noticed that they were going, and so I signed up. And, you have to do your GEs. So I was in community college for like, I want to say like 2-3 years. Because it took me a while to get through all the GEs, just because sometimes you can't take certain courses just because there were so many other people.
Yes, or you had to take one and take another.
Yeah. So I did that. Honestly, those 3 years at community college were like, not the best 3 years of my life, but in terms of education were like the best 3 years. And then I was in community college, and then I transferred over to I was for 2 years. I graduated in 2018, so it was, it's a while. But at that point, I was really glad I finished. In general, I don't regret getting my degree. I think overall the experience, I think the community college was a lot better experience than going to the university. Like so much better. I think a lot of it was like the quality of education was, and again, this is just my own opinion, and what I experienced was a lot better. Like you weren't in like these big ass stadiums with like 300 other students in one course. It was like a regular classroom,
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just so much better. But yeah, it was also just a lot closer to my house too. The community college I went to. But yeah, it was an interesting experience. I wouldn't want to go through it again, to be very honest. I also looking back now, and we kind of talked about this a few days ago. Looking back now, I probably wouldn't go to college. I would probably do something else, like some sort of internship of some sort of like apprenticeship
Mm-hmm.
for
Or like a trade school or
yeah,
something.
for like a position that pays a lot better. And that's
Yep.
yeah. Cuz I think we both have the same major, right? We both majored in psychology.
Yeah.
Again,
I regret it.
I I want to say I don't regret it, but it's also like I kind of wish I can go back and switch it to like a engineering major or something else, because then I know that would be, at least financially, it'd be like a lot more stable. Because even after college, I struggled to find a job. And
Girl.
I know everyone's gonna be like, well, because you majored in psych. Yeah, I fucking know.
Yeah.
You don't
thank
have to
you.
remind me. I know.
We know that.
We
We figured that
we
out.
know that very well. When my bank account said 0 for the longest time, yeah, I know. But yeah, it's just, and I work I work near a college now, and I work with a lot of college students, and they're kind of going through the same thing I am, and like every part of me is just like, drop out. You don't need to be here. Drop out. Do something else. Literally get a job. Learn other skills. Get like some sort of internship somewhere else, and you'll be fine. Trust me. Because yeah, like I mentioned, the average amount of debt that American students have,
It's ridiculous.
it's ridiculous. And part of me, like, I don't want to feel this way, but part of me feels like I've wasted a lot of time, especially during those years, or the year and a half where I was like, I felt like I wasn't good enough because I couldn't get into another college. Not that my grades weren't bad. It was just like everything was so fucking expensive
Yep.
and so far away.
Yes.
And I'm just like, I don't know. I felt like it was the end of the world, not to be too dramatic. But
that's what it feels like at the time. It's like your whole life is over because you can't get that education that everyone says that you have to get.
Yeah.
Or else you can't do anything with your life.
I also hate that they like in high school, like they always make it seem like there's no other alternative besides going to a university.
Oh, for sure.
Like whenever
I went through that experience too.
Yeah. Like whenever someone would mention, oh, can we do something else? Like the counselors in high school would be like, I mean, you can, but
you won't be as successful.
You won't be as successful, or you won't be as happy.
Yeah.
And I want to fight them. I want to fight my counselors. I want to fight whoever told me that it wasn't okay to do something else besides university. Because it really affected me. And honestly, I hate them. And I hope they die.
Me? Oh my god.
I'm just kidding, not die, but you know how I feel.
Well, I mean...
But yeah, in conclusion,
oh yeah, high schools get money when kids go to better colleges. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Oh, that's also true. Like they probably have some sort of financial incentive. I can't talk.
Okay, slowly now. Say it with me.
Incentive.
Oh god. I thought you were gonna say incest.
Yeah. No, that's for another episode.
I don't know about you, but I don't remember talking about that episode. Anyway.
But yeah. That's my experience.
Thank you for coming to her TED Talk.
Thank you.
My turn. Wait,
Yeah.
it's my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
My
Go ahead.
turn. Okay, so I grew up in an area with pretty much low income, and the university close to us was USC, and they have a program for kids who, I mean, I'm not saying I'm smart, but kids who had good grades would get a scholarship, and once they graduated high school and they got into the school, you get a full 4 years, like full ride, everything paid, not dorm or books, but just like tuition. Okay.
Yeah.
So growing up, all I heard was USC, USC, USC. You have to go to USC. You should have some backup schools, but you should go to USC or else you're not worth anything, is pretty much how I felt. So when I graduated, I didn't get into USC, unfortunately, right off the bat. My
Mhm.
brother did. I feel like he's smarter than me. Don't tell him I said that. But still. Um, so I ended up getting into UC Santa Cruz.
Mhm.
And then I went to the orientation. Like, I had everything set up. And then when I came home and I started trying to pick my classes, it said that I wasn't enrolled. And I was confused. I was like, why? Like, I just went to orientation. They said I could choose classes. So then when I called, they were like, "Oh yeah, you're yeah, we took your acceptance back. Like we're
Really?
yeah." They were like, "Oh yeah, sorry. We checked the grades for your first semester of 12th grade, and we see that they weren't that good because I had a really hard time
Yeah.
senior and 11th grade
Mhm.
just because of a lot of family stuff that was going on, and it was just hard growing
Yeah.
up. But point being, I'm like, if you saw my grades because I sent you my first semester ones, why did you accept me knowing that I had those grades? So I was distraught. It was literally like weeks before school started. I was already ready to go. Like, I really thought like it was the end of everything.
Yeah.
So because like that was it, I had to like sign up to a community college like literally within days. And that one was gonna start literally that week. So
Uh-huh.
I had to like hurry up, and I got shitty ass classes because like community college, everybody's trying to get classes, and if you don't
Yeah.
do it fast, like you can't get anything. So I had shitty
Mhm.
classes. It took me 3 years
Mhm.
to transfer out only because I couldn't get the classes that I needed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
once I finally did, I really wanted to go to LMU because originally I wanted to do art therapy
Mhm.
before, when I was young and, I had dreams and aspirations and I thought I was going to do something. Then I found out that I hate people and I can't stand them. And so right now I don't want to do that. But anyway, I want to do art therapy, and LMU has a master's program where you can be a art therapist. I got
Mhm.
rejected from there and I was like, man, I'm freaking worthless. But then I went to USC and that was okay.
Mhm.
Um and then being there, like, I thankfully I don't have any debt. Like, I don't have any debt from school. My husband does. I
Mhm.
think like 23 grand worth.
Mhm.
So if y'all want to buy feet pics, I'm selling. You laugh, but I really have the money to make that account. I just keep forgetting.
Oh my god.
So if y'all want to see
Please.
some cute toes, I'll even customize them for you.
Oh my god.
Anyway, just hit me up in the comments. Anyway, just kidding. So yeah, community college was awesome. I got to meet people of like all ages and backgrounds, and
Mhm.
I felt so comfortable because, like, a lot of people there most of the time are low income. They're trying to take classes to transfer somewhere else. So like I really like I did make a couple friends there and it was really fun. But then going to USC, like a lot of us know it as University of Spoiled Children. Boy, were they right. Because being there, you think, oh my God, USC, like there's a bunch of smart people. No, sometimes daddy can really just pay for your tuition. And like I was around a lot of dumb people and I'm just like, wow, wow.
Yeah.
And it was a bunch of spoiled kids and I made friends there too. I made a couple friends there that I would hang out with. They were really chill. But just growing up with that, like, you have to go to USC. Like, even when I found out I wasn't going and I was going to UC Santa Cruz, when I would tell people, like, when I was with my friends who got into USC, I'd be like, oh, I'm going to UC Santa Cruz. And then the person would be like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then my friend would be like, oh, I'm going to USC. And they're like, oh my God, like, you're going to USC. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
like me getting into UC wasn't that great compared to like someone who got into USC right off the bat.
Yeah.
And like, girl, and like you were saying earlier, like, no, like college, you have to go to college. Like they put down like trade schools or even like associate degrees. Like, you can get a degree, only need 2 years, and you can get a really good paying job.
Yeah.
Why do we have to? I mean, are y'all getting money for telling us and feeding us these lies? Like,
Apparently they are.
because no, honestly, because like if it weren't for my scholarship, like I don't know what I would have done. Like, my parents were not well off at all. Like, we lived in a
Yeah.
2 bedroom. Where we grew up. It was a
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
bad area because we grew up like by USC, by the Coliseum, like the Science Center. Like, that's where we grew up.
Mm-hmm.
before I moved to Ohio. But anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say you went to USC Ohio, right?
No, we lived in California. We moved to Ohio because,
Yeah.
I couldn't get a job in California, so I came to Ohio.
Yeah.
But even
No,
then, like, uh-huh. No,
sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead.
No,
Go
I was
ahead.
just gonna say that, yeah, no, I really hate that education is now, it's essentially a business.
It really
Like,
is.
like I have on my notes, education should be a right, not a privilege.
No, you said privilege. You
Oh,
spelled it wrong. Privilege. Remember, we were
don't
trying to type
expose
it
me,
out. We
God.
were trying to type it out, and we were just messing it out. No, but
Oh,
you're right.
privilege.
Like it should be a right.
Yeah. Like, you shouldn't go into debt for trying to get a
No.
college degree.
No.
You shouldn't go broke trying to live there either. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I am unfortunately also in debt. I was
Yeah.
really hoping for like this like forgiveness plan to
Oh, I
go through,
know.
but they're just teasing us at this point. And I understand, like, you signed up for the loans, you borrowed money, pay it back. And typically I'd be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, why
But
not?
also when I signed up for those loans, I was like fucking 18.
Oh yeah, we don't know any better.
Like
Like we
what?
don't.
Like all your life you're being told that you need to go to university, you need to go to college, you need to do this. And okay, oh, you can't afford it? Oh, that's take out these loans, girl. And I'm like, at the time I was like a fucking child. Like between the ages of like 18 to 21, I still consider them like to be children,
Oh, for sure.
And
For sure.
it's crazy that people are like, but you gotta pay it back. And I'm like, again, normally I understand that, but Jesus fucking Christ.
Mm-hmm. I know.
I don't know. It's like, it's infuriating to really think. When you really sit down and think about it, it's infuriating and ultimately very depressing to think about. This
I
is the system that we
know.
have
I
in the
wish-
greatest country of the world.
I know, like, I wish I could go back in time and, like, set myself down and be like, look, bruh, I know what happens
This ain't it.
after.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Go to a trade school, do something else with your life, be more
Yep.
successful.
Yep. Yeah. I wish I could do the same thing.
Right? And then again, like, if you're going to go to college, you're going to want to get a degree that's going to get you a really good paying job where you can pay that off so fast.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
I think that's the idea behind it. That's why like doctors are in so much debt, because like they can afford to just pay it off.
Mm-hmm.
But like from what I've heard, even they're struggling. I don't know.
No, I know.
I think at this point everyone's just struggling.
Yeah.
no matter what they went into, they're just struggling.
In conclusion, don't go to college. Just
Don't
kidding.
go to college. If you could move out of America, this is just gonna be anti-America
Honestly.
at this point.
And to all of you that are saying, well, why are you guys still here? Yeah.
Because can't afford to leave.
No,
can barely afford to be here. Can't afford to leave.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
just that morons are running this country, really.
honestly.
Bunch of morons. And yeah.
And yeah, thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Yeah, thank you.
Just
No, I'm kidding.
ID department said failed banks taking all your forgiveness money now. Yeah.
Yeah,
With
they
the
really
whole
are.
like Silicon Valley Bank or whatever.
My gosh.
Oh my god. Crazy.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I just love how community college has like a bunch of like cool classes to take.
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
Like, I love it.
Yeah.
So many cool classes.
So many like in my opinion, so many better professors in my opinion.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know what it is, but like all the professors I remember having were all in like community college, and I took like some obscure ass like class.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
I feel
Anyways,
like,
go to community college.
yeah, dude, community college is where it's at, bro. And
Yeah.
even like there's nothing wrong in what I've told like moms whose kids are like 18, barely starting college. I always tell them, like, I know you want them to go to a good school, but if that's going to be their route, make sure they go to a community college first and then transfer out, so you don't have to pay so much.
Definitely.
Because at the end of the day, the diploma that you get from the school where you graduate it's not gonna say that you transferred. It's gonna say that you went there. Nobody needs to know that you transferred.
Yeah.
And I always tell them that, and they're like, "Yeah, I never thought of it that way." I was like, "Yeah, because I hate hearing that or feeling that I'm less than or less smarter than other people because I went to community college and then transferred over."
Yeah, no, there was always like a negative
Yes,
like a negative connotation to going to community college.
I know, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? They have so many cool classes there.
I know.
So many cool classes. I had a professor. He did not like me in community college. I don't know what it was. Like, he always tried to like ask me questions thinking I wouldn't know the answer, but I would always answer. And he didn't start liking me until he was an older like white dude. He didn't start liking me until I started talking about Thundercats. He was like, oh, "You know about Thundercats?" I was like, "Yes, I do, sir. I was poor, so I couldn't watch anything else." I didn't tell him that, but I was like, "Yeah, I used to watch that growing up.
I was poor.
I was poor. Thundercats, ho!" Because he made a reference, and I was the only one who got it. And he was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, I don't know. It was hilarious, but yeah. Other than that, my professors were all right.
Yeah, I never had a professor that hated me.
I did. It was a small class in community college. Yeah, but I really do miss it. I took a bunch of classes. I love ceramics and like painting and stuff. And I don't know.
Yeah. I like the philosophy courses I took.
Oh my gosh, I took a bunch of philosophy ones with this one professor. She was really cool, but I felt bad because I had a 7:45 class and I would have to take the bus and it would take a while. So I would be falling asleep in her class. And I would sit right in the front and I'd be like, oh shit, I'm in class. And I know she saw me. And it's not because she was boring. I was just really tired. But anyway, if you're listening, professor, I'm just kidding.
I thought you were gonna say, if you're listening, I love you. I miss you too.
She was pretty cool. I liked her. And then what else? I feel like I was gonna say something and I forgot. I need to take my brain vitamins.
It's because we're currently sharing the same 3 brain cells simultaneously.
Damn it!
So it's a little bit harder for us to recall.
Honestly, Rogi, would you like to share your college experience? He's sniffing the mic. Thank you for sharing, little kitty. That's my cat.
Yeah.
Rogi, we can't afford another year of college. You're gonna have to drop out. I'm sorry.
Oops.
I don't know, dude. I also feel like the professors, like, obviously, like, at universities, they have a stick up their ass. But at least a lot of them did. Maybe it depends on where you go. Some of them are cool. Others, it's like, really.
Yeah.
But then again, I did meet other professors at community college, but they were part-timers and worked at a university. So maybe that's why they had to stick up their ass, too.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's just my experience. Like I said, I'm not saying that I'm speaking for everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't want y'all to be in the comments like, because I'm gonna be like, you know what?
I was gonna say something else. But...
Please, come churro. I really will reply come churro.
Oh my god.
And you know I will.
I know you will. So please stop harassing everybody.
I'm not. I'm pre-harassing. I'm just telling y'all how it's gonna be. If you're over here with your comments.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna clap back.
Clap. No, don't clap because then you're gonna throw off the IT department. Just kidding.
Oh my god. He hates us right now.
He really
He's
does.
like, can you hurry up, please?
Why he continues to let us hang out, I don't know.
Let us hang out. As if, girl, we're literally like family. Like, we can't.
That never stopped nobody. I'm just kidding.
Like, I'll see you at the family reunion, girl. He's not gonna stop us.
First of all, there ain't gonna be a family reunion because everybody hates each other.
Oh yeah, that's true. Our family's super stupid, but that's for a different episode.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, going back to like professors. When I transfer over to university, you know, you take your lower div and then your upper div courses.
Yes.
So when I transferred over, I only had upper div courses. And so all the courses I took were strictly psychology, and it was amazing. And all the professors I had were like top researchers in their own field.
Okay,
Um,
girl.
so they did have like a lot of insight and like what they taught, and they were
Mm-hmm.
always like, I did like that they were always open to like talking to you. Like I
Oh,
know I
see,
said
that's
earlier,
nice.
yeah, I know I said earlier that there would be like a coliseum when you go
Yes.
to some course when you
Yes.
go to some of your courses, and that's, that's still true. Um, but again, they were, and the TAs too, they were always open and friendly to like hear you out if you had any sort of questions or just needed general help. And it's like the psych department. So like my
Mm-hmm.
professors were like, out of all the different departments from where professors are, like, you've had math, you have other science professors and stuff. The psych professors were always like the most understanding, you
Makes
know?
sense. Yeah.
Like they were like, "Oh, you need the mental health day? Okay, yeah, I get it." So I did appreciate that. Um,
Huh.
but I
I
don't.
can't.
Again,
Uh-huh.
for the educators, all I have to say, I have nothing bad to say about them. I think they don't get paid enough. Just all
No.
across the board, they don't get
No,
paid
they
enough
do not.
ever.
They do not. For
Whatever they're
sure.
making, right now, double it. That's what
Triple
they
it.
deserve. Triple
No,
it.
they
That's what they
really
deserve.
do.
Yeah.
It's it makes me sad
Yeah, I think at this
and
point, college,
angry.
yeah, like education is like treated as a joke in this country. And it
And yet
sucks.
they want you to have all these degrees.
I know.
And they're handing them out like candy, girl. I'm telling you. There's a couple people that I'm just like, how?
Girl,
How did you get a master's? Please.
please, I know.
And you're over here trying to get me to make you like a Google event or something, or set
Girl.
up a Google Meets, girl.
Mm.
But that's for another time. When I complain about what I have to do at work and it's ridiculous. But then
Mm.
I'm scared because I'm like, what if they probably can't even turn on a computer? So why am I worried? Never mind.
Girl.
Never mind. What am I talking about? Anyway, point being,
Yeah.
I work with
Um
morons. Oh wait, that wasn't the point, was it?
Again, that's for a different episode.
It really is.
You mentioned earlier that
Uh huh.
just like a general, did you make any friends when you
I
were in, like, just an
did.
overall in college? Do you
I
still talk to
did.
them?
There's one that I kept in touch with. She even came to my wedding. She
Oh.
was there and she took her boo. We periodically like send each other messages, check up on each other. I love her. Like we took classes together. We would have lunch. It was a great experience.
Yeah.
Like having made a friend there so I wouldn't be lonely. She was great. Even now,
Yeah.
like I said, like she just messaged me like a month ago or something.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I did make friends. Even like in college I made another friend like at USC. Like we took courses together, we would meet up for lunch, and then even for like when we had our graduation, like we found each other, and then we ended up like walking together and being there at the
Mm.
whole ceremony. So it was really nice.
Yeah. That's very nice.
Did you make friends?
No.
But then again, you already had your friends that you were going with, right?
Yeah.
See,
So,
I did
well,
too, but I also made
yeah.
friends. Uh huh.
When I went to sleep, none of my friends, well, all my friends, we went to community college together. And so
Uh
we would
huh.
eat together
Mhm.
and we'd hang out. When I transferred over to sleep, no, I didn't really have any friends. I was like by myself. I did make
Aw.
just one friend. Shout out to her. But
Woo.
we exchanged contact info and we graduated together and we walked together and everything.
Yeah, same.
Um, but since the pandemic hit, I haven't like really spoken to her because we try to make it so we hang out at least once a year,
Aw.
and so we
Uh-huh.
would go like grab lunch or dinner or whatever. But I haven't spoken to her or heard of her in like a year or so. So I hope she's okay because she was actually very friendly and very nice.
Aw.
But other than that, no, I didn't really make any friends in college. All my friends that I'm still talking to, I went to high school with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, that friend I made at USC, like, we weren't like super close, but we would like talk and stuff. We talked shit about this one girl in our class who annoyed us because she would take every opportunity she could to bring up her engagement, and she'd be like, "Bitch, shut
Mm,
up, nobody cares." But
Bro.
anyway, but most of the time, I would study and like have lunch with my best friend. Shout out to my bestie. But yeah,
This episode's for you, girl.
this episode's especially it's all about you,
You,
girl.
girl.
I'm just kidding.
That's what I was thinking.
But yeah, like once I went to USC, like I got to hang out with her, which is what I wanted. So we would like pretty much go everywhere, study till like 5 a.m. So it was really nice. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this is out of like my own curiosity. Did anything crazy ever happen when you went to college?
Not in college, but okay, so on my last day of college, like university, like last paper I had to turn in, my
Yeah.
professor was like, okay, guys, you could do it online. But then he changed his mind last fucking minute and he was like, no, you have to turn it in person. And we had to go to like the psychology department and get it timestamped to make sure that we turned it on time or whatever. So
Yeah.
on my way, because like I said, I literally live like down the street from the Coliseum, which is really close to USC. I
Mhm.
walked to school, right, like to turn it in. On my way there was a guy masturbating in his car.
Bro.
I will never forget this. He was masturbating in his fucking car, and you know you're not supposed to react because that's what they want, because that's what turns them on. So I was like, okay, whatever, just keep going, keep going. This motherfucker drove all the way around the block to catch me at the corner to keep doing it, and I was like, and I couldn't see his license plate, so I couldn't even call it like 911 or anything. Like, and I was like, I always walk with the pencil, so I had the pencil in my hand ready to stab this guy. But I just kept going really fast until I made it to like a main street. But that's one of the crazy stories that I have from college.
Bro.
And that was my last freaking day, dude. That was my last day. Like, I was turning in my last paper, ready to just graduate, and then this happens, and I was like, "You motherfucker!"
Bro.
It was horrible. It was horrible. And when I got there, I was all flustered. And then the lady
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, how's your day going?" And I told her what happened. She was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're not." Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, some guy just masturbated next to me, but that's cool.
Man, LA
Just your
people be
typical-
different.
Dude, don't try me, bitch. I will stab a motherfucker. Like, don't try me. And yeah, I used to walk with a pen or a pencil in my hand just in case I had to stab
Oh
somebody.
yeah.
I don't play. And other than that, I don't think I've had any like college stories. I did make out in one of the study rooms. That was me.
Oh.
It was not with my husband, mind you. But we were not together at the time.
Oh, okay. This is
No, hell no, I would never do that to my baby. I love
No,
it.
this is pre-IT
They w-
department.
This was pre-IT, yeah, pre-IT.
This is before we met our husbands.
I mean, I've known it, but he had some other
Yeah, I
bitch,
know.
so
I know,
I
I
was off
know.
doing my thing. Shout out to all my man's bitches. I won.
I hate
I'm just
you.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
You said I won.
I'm just kidding. Dude, my husband's gonna be like, wait, what the fuck?
Bitch.
Just get the fuck out of here.
You just be like, I said what I said.
I said what? I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
But other than that, oh, I don't have a crazy story, but because I didn't get to dorm because it was so freaking expensive. They paid for my brother for 1 year. I was so mad.
Mhm.
But whatever, I got a car. It was fine. It was fair trade. My best friend dormed and she got a roommate. Shout out to my best friend. Her roommate would bring her boyfriend over and they would just be fucking in the bed next to my friend. And no, actually, one time I slept over, like I would sleep on the floor and then my best friend in her bed.
Uh-huh.
Her roommate was there and she brought that guy and they were fucking and I was like, Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
Oh my god.
It was horrible.
I could imagine.
Like, I'm kind of glad I didn't get to room with anyone, like dorm, because like I feel like I lived through it with like through my best friend because she would tell me of all the stuff they would do. And like they were so nasty, like they were cochinos, the people she lived with.
Mhm.
Would not pick up after themselves, would leave their nasty ass dishes everywhere. Like it was so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I'm happy I didn't get to experience that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard horror stories
Okay,
on
now I want to hear
roommates.
yours. Those are pretty much mine. I mean,
Well, I'm just talking about like just in general because I again work near a college, so I've
yeah.
heard stories. I don't know if I should say.
Do I have another
um,
one? Oh,
uh,
oh wait, no, go. I just thought of
no,
a couple one, but anyway.
no, you can go ahead. I'm still thinking because I guess mine wasn't as crazy as yours.
Okay, so damn, you can't top that. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so I worked at the USC bookstore the whole
Mhm,
time that I was there. Like as soon as I got there, like I got a job, like part-time job. I loved it
mhm.
there. Shout out to my old manager. Woo,
Woo!
Ed, you're awesome. Anyway, so we had this guy. He was super sexist, older gentleman,
Mhm.
would come and like he would request that we would hold books for him. Mind you, we didn't mind doing that. But after like a week, we had to do something about it. Like we can't hold it for more than a week. He would come after a month and be like, "Where are my books?" And we'd be like, our policy states that we can't hold it for more than that time. Because
Yeah.
sometimes we would have to return stuff or things like that. And he would like tell me off, dude. Like he would always tell me off.
Oh my
Like
god.
I would get told off, and that was when I first started experiencing like what customer service was,
Oh
working and all
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I was kind of fairly new at it, and I was a student. And he would always come in there and just start tearing me a new one, talking shit about my boss, and I'd be like, "Bruh, get the fuck out of here! You ain't got no
Honestly,
money.
if he listening, fuck you.
Fuck you."
And your mom.
Oh, she's probably dead. Like I was old. But
Oh,
anyway,
well,
but
she
anyway,
did
too bad.
she did
Too
a
damn
really
bad.
bad job on raising him, man.
Honestly, dude. And then he'd call his boo and be like, "Baby, baby, baby, baby. Are you listening to this?" And he'd be on the phone and he'd be like, "They don't want to give me my books." And I'm just like, "Bruh, just leave, please. Just leave."
No,
But,
I think that's just like general customer service because working in
dude,
retail and customer service sucks ass.
it really does. I mean, I love working at the bookstore, don't get me wrong, but sometimes these people, like when we would have game day, we would have all these rowdy ass drunk people. And this one time, one of them wanted to beat up one of us, like the students, and we were like, "Bro,
Oh
like we're
my
kids, man. Get the fuck out
god.
of here." So they had to escort him out.
Yeah, what's wrong with people, man?
Oh, where do I begin?
Oh my god.
But I can't think of more. I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think whatever I say is not gonna top that.
I want to hear though.
No, that's the thing. I don't have any like
Oh,
major crazy stories. I think there was like when I because I commuted,
yeah.
so I would spend a lot of my days just in the library, like doing my homework or studying or going over assignments.
What a nerd. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm
I
kidding.
think there was one time there was like a couple fucking in the library.
Nice. Yeah, we knew there was a spot where everyone knew to go fuck.
Yeah,
I never went there.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
But that's as crazy as it got. Um I know on campus there's a lot of like these quote unquote protesters, like hyper religious protesters that would
here we
like
go.
actively get in students' face for some sort of reaction so they can sue them.
What?
Yeah, so a lot of these people, like they're not even students, mind you. They would go to campus and they would
Mhm.
like yell at at the students. They were like, "Oh, abortion is wrong. Women are wrong." It was very anti-women, to be honest, and it was also racist and homophobic and all that
I'm gonna
bad
throw
stuff.
hands. Where are they?
I know, but that's what they wanted, because then you would like punch them, or you would
And throw the first. Oh,
yeah,
okay, that
and
makes
then they
sense.
would like sue you, and then they would fight, like they would try to get money out of you.
What
And
the hell?
honestly, if you're listening, fuck you.
Fuck you. Yes, fuck you.
But nothing too crazy. When I went to community college, nothing too crazy. Everyone was pretty tame.
What?
I know. Actually,
what
one
else?
time,
Huh?
when I went to community college, I'm not sure if it was the year I was there or after. I think a student committed suicide in one of the parking lots.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Damn.
that was horrible.
My gosh. I don't think we've had. I'm pretty sure every school has had one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't really have that many scary. Thankfully. Yeah, no, thankfully no.
I'm still
Oh,
trying to get over the fact that they rescinded your offer
yeah,
from UCSE. That's stupid.
yeah.
And if
I
you're
was all
listening,
set.
fuck you.
Fuck you.
This is just gonna
I'm
be a
doing
fuck you
great.
podcast.
It really is. Y'all lost on a great student. Low
They
key
really
though,
did.
I feel like I was gonna get homesick, and my mom was actually happy that I wasn't leaving because I'm her favorite child. I'm just kidding. To my siblings listening, no, I'm kidding. I was gonna say.
I was gonna, I'm like, oh, are we
Fuck
saying
you.
it? I'm not gonna say
No,
it
I'm just kidding.
because I like them.
Really? Why? I'm just kidding. I love you guys, even though you never say it back. Fuck you guys. Dude, I'll literally text my sister like, okay, I love you, Ale, and she'll be like, okay.
Man.
That's it. Just okay. And then I'll be like, I love you, Juan. And he'll be like, okay.
This is why if they don't say it back, you put them in the chokehold and be like, say it back.
I really do,
Say
man.
it.
What is wrong with them?
That's what I do.
You know what? I mean, it's the only way.
It's the only way.
But
you gotta do it. Oh shit, my mom called. Oh, whatever. I'll call her back later. Anyways.
Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something before that. Oh yeah, the whole
Who's a hoe?
No, but what pissed me off the most is the fact that they already had the grades that they were complaining about.
Yeah.
Why would you let me in if you were gonna be like, nah, just kidding, April Fools? Like, bitch.
I would have sued.
I shut
You
up.
know what?
Dude,
Let's sue.
I was crying my ass out. Like, I was just crying so much, and I was like, I'm a piece of shit, man. I have to go to community college.
Yeah.
And because, growing up, all the dumb people go to community college, apparently, is what everyone says. At least that was how it was growing up. So
yeah, and whoever said that to us,
fuck you. But man, dude, like, I
can't wait until we do the crazy work stories, because girl,
and I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't.
Dude, me too. Dude, I can't wait.
I can't wait. Oh my god, it's gonna be such a good episode.
It really is. Stay tuned, y'all. If y'all are tired, that's too damn bad. Please keep listening.
Yeah.
I need to pay these
bills. You gotta pay the mortgage,
bills.
girl.
We gotta pay the mortgage, Pedro's loans, Kale's loans. Like, y'all, please.
Bro,
please,
it's hard out here. But anyway.
For $5 a day. You can pay your mortgage.
I think this was a joke, but like someone opened a Patreon and was like, buy my silence. For $8,000 a month, I will shut up.
Man, my coworker used to do that. She will not shut up.
Bro.
Shout out to my coworker, you know who you are. Fuck you.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this, fuck you.
She always says that, dude. She'll call me and be like, hey, stupid, shut up, but listen. I'm just like, what?
Oh my goodness.
I cannot, dude. Like,
oh my goodness.
Anyway, but that's for like work stories.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if you have anything else to add.
I think we summed it up. We can review the points.
Yeah.
College is trash and a scam.
It really is.
It should be free for whoever wants to go, or at least like stupidly affordable, where it's only like $3 to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Yeah, thanks. Till next time.
Yeah. I'm Mitt Romney, and this is my cousin Adriana.
Capitan.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it.
Yeah, we do. Remember, we gotta pay our bills. So if y'all could just keep listening to all this, even if you have us in the background,
just have us on mute.
Really, just let it play, please. Give us them views. No, I'm kidding.
Have us on mute.
You need background noise when you go on the toilet, please.
We got
this
you.
This is the time.
We got you.
We got you. You'll laugh so hard. Your stomach's just gonna put. I'm just kidding. Okay, bye everyone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
They're cousins and their wives. Don't you know they're the cousin wives? With all our money and I need to. Who knows what the hell they're gonna do? Don't wanna listen, well, it's true and bad. One of them laughs while the other gets mad. Check your man and check if it's butter. Cause this show ain't no like no other. It's cousin wives.